okay? This person right here happens to be a streamer, which a lot of people love, y'all. Okay, it's a mini autobiography of their life. So please keep it respectful in the comments. Okay, if there is any disrespect, we will have to kick you out, okay? This is the only time I will kick somebody out if you are disrespecting our guests. All right, y'all ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to exclusive interview, DJ Sunfiyah. What's up, DJ Sunfiyah? Let me just test the volume real quick.
All right, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. And give me 1 second. Let me put you up behind me. There we go. We good. Y'all ready? Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. All right. So, DJ Sunfiyah, this is, like I said, this is a mini autobiography of your life. So, the more honest you are, the more people, people want to learn about you and stuff like that. Of course, there might be some things that you might not want to open up too much on. If that is the case, just let me know.
Okay.
All right. So, let's start off with what got you started on the app.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but initially I got on this app because, as some of you may know, I'm in healthcare. So during the pandemic, I went like all the way across country, and I was working like almost near Mexico. I didn't know anybody. I was working 6 nights a week. And I was like, I just need somebody to talk to. So I downloaded this app and a couple other apps, and this was the first one I clicked on, and I noticed that they had a live portion, and we were just chopping it up, and he was telling me about lives. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I just got addicted to it. I was like, this is my safe space. So that's what got me on the app. I got a nervous start.
It's okay.
I know y'all think I'm very quiet.
So you started. What was that? Was that an issue for you when you started on the app too? Did you just go right into streaming, or were you a little shy to stream?
I was just hopping from stream to stream, just trying to meet new people. I was not a streamer because I was so busy. Like I said, I was working 6 nights a week, so I didn't really have time to stream. When I first started, actually, my name was Sunfiyah. I mean, Sunflower. Excuse me.
Got you.
My name was Sunflower. So I didn't become a DJ until it's only been like probably like a year and a half. I've been DJing, so yeah, most of y'all may know me as Sunflower. So I was just in and out of people's streams, just chopping it up, meeting new people. That's all.
So what made you change the name to Sunfiyah?
Sunfiyah. Okay, this is another story. Okay, so DJ Joey Crack used to have a segment on his show. What's up, DJ Joey Crack? All right. He used to have a segment on the show. He used to have a favorite DJ. Yeah. Oh, I know that's right. Maybe I could be your favorite female DJ.
We gonna see.
But yeah, he used to have a segment on his show where he would invite like new DJs to show their skills. So I bought the equipment and I taught myself how to DJ. Basically, I'm self-taught. So I came in there. I was so nervous. I came in there and I was like, y'all need to help me figure out what my DJ name was going to be. And people were saying DJ Sunflower. I was like, nah, I don't like the way that sounds. So then Dr. D, I don't know if y'all know Dr. D. I don't think he's on the app anymore, but he came up with the name because I have a Caribbean background. He was like, you should be DJ Sunfiyah. I was like, oh, yeah. And everybody's like, yeah, that sounds nice. So it just stuck after that.
I love it. So you said when you started, you were working in the health field, right? And then you was working near Near
I
Mexico.
was working near, yeah, I was working near Mexico in
So
Texas.
you
Like
were
I could walk to
in
Mexico. That's
Texas?
how far it was from my house.
Oh, that wasn't even a good part of
Yeah,
Mexico.
It was very stressful environment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what was your feeling before then? Like I know you said what were you going through? What was your emotions before downloading the app, and why that app out of all apps?
I would say the POF app because I had it before, like a long, long time ago, and but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a good experience because I was using it for like dating.
Got you.
I'm just gonna use it for friends this time. So yeah, that's why I don't know. That was just the first app that I was familiar with. I was like, let me try POF again because I know
Yeah.
I can at least meet some people, like friends, not on a friend level, not on to be in a
Right.
relationship type stuff. So.
So let me ask you this: originally, how long ago would you say you originally downloaded the app?
I want to say I think it was 2021, like November 2021. So about 3 years.
So you
Originally before I
yeah,
had
before
access
COVID,
to learn about
before
streaming.
because it was when you had it before
Oh.
COVID, right?
Yeah. So it was a long time ago. Before, I don't even think they had a live portion. Like
I know. So
I want to say 6 years ago, something
six
crazy like
years
that.
ago.
Okay,
Okay, so
5, 6 years.
you
Yeah.
were looking to date, but what made you download it? What stage were you at in your life when you downloaded it, looking on there rather than finding someone at work or somebody on a bus or
No. I didn't want to be messy. I don't talk to people at work, so yeah, that was a no. I was like, maybe I want to meet somebody in a different state. I don't want to meet nobody in my state.
Right.
I want to talk to somebody that's out of not
Got
anywhere
you.
near me.
And tell us about those experiences that you had when meeting people from there.
From woo, summer's finally got okay. It was not a good experience for me because I don't know, the people were just weird, and I feel like if you don't have I use my discernment, so I feel like if you say one wrong thing to me, it's like a no. Like I'm not the typical person. I'm very selective, so I feel like I don't know, the people I was attracting on there, it was just not for me. I didn't like it.
So
So that's
so
why I
let's
swore it off. Like I would never download POF again. But thank God I did. Look at God.
can you tell us, can you give us a story to like one person that you met where you was like, I don't
Yeah.
tell us what happened.
Y'all exclusive. I met my BB on there. And
Oh.
yeah. Exclusive. With a sound effect. Yeah. So we just leave it at that. We leave it at that. Oh
So you
yeah.
met your baby daddy
I
on
could
there.
write a book. So look for the book, y'all. Look for the book to get more details about
We
it.
hearing the book right now. This is gonna be a part of it. All right, so let's take it back. I know you said you're from a Caribbean background. As far as your career, please let us know before we go into anything. Where were you born? Where your parents is from? Who you was raised in a house with?
Okay. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Best style.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do it now. Okay. Yeah, I was born there. I used to live in Maryland also for a short period of time, but basically I got a lot of my culture from living in Brooklyn. Like as some of you may know, I don't know if you ever been to New York, but we have block parties. And the region where I lived in, like we used to have a basement. Everybody shared a basement, so we used to have parties down there in the basement. All the kids would come and dance, DJs.
Basement parties is lit.
Yeah. So
I'm from
that's the
Queens,
thing
so
about
I
I like it
know.
back then. Yeah.
You know,
So
I know
that's the type of
Brooklyn
environment
too.
that I grew up in. Like it was just I don't know. Everybody we were like all family, and it seemed like everybody on my block was from the Caribbean. So it was just like a lot of culture there. But during that time, I was very shy. I still am very shy and reserved, but believe it or not. So I never got into DJing when I was at a younger age, but at this big age is when I taught myself how to DJ, only a year and a half ago. So
got you. So who did you grow up with?
I grew up with my mother and my father. My father's Jamaican. My mother's American. Until my parents separated. My father moved back to Brooklyn and my mom stayed in Maryland, so it's like I was back and forth.
Got you. Any siblings?
I have one sibling. He's still in Brooklyn.
Okay. Older or younger?
He's younger.
Got you. How was the age difference between the two?
5 years.
5 years. Ooh. Same mom and dad.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us how it was like being raised in Brooklyn with both of your parents. Like what was their status? Were they middle class? How would you describe it? As a kid, how would you describe it? Versus how you would describe it now as an adult.
No, I wouldn't say. Well, my father had a good job. My mother worked for the post office. My father was an electrician. Um, so they both had decent jobs. I would say probably lower middle class.
Got you.
Yeah.
So what about in school?
Um, like what? Like how
was
was
your
it
going to school? Like going to school, were they bringing you to school? And what was your personality? How would you describe your personality when you first started going to school?
Like I said, very quiet, very shy. I knew everybody knew me, but it's just like I was like very reserved, like in a corner. And I still have those traits right now, but it just so happened with my job, I have to like push myself and go out there because I have to meet my patients, their families. So I'm used to meeting new people every day.
Got you.
If I didn't have this profession, I would probably just be on the phone behind the scenes somewhere, you know. So,
got you.
Would you always very quiet?
Would you say? When you was a kid, do you feel like did you feel like you wanted to be more like the other kids, or that was outspoken and stuff like that, or did you enjoy? Were you okay with who you were?
No, I didn't enjoy being quiet. I used to pray like, Lord, can you like help me be popular like the other kids want to be popular? Like, you know, I didn't like being quiet, and I used to just always pray for God to give me the courage to be like everybody else, like you know, in the group with everybody else. Nobody wants to be the outsider, you know.
Right. And how would you describe your personality other than being quiet?
My personality, I would say I'm very loving, caring, giving. I'm very personable, and I'm compassionate towards others.
But what about your grades? Did your grades show loving?
Oh yeah. No. My grades, I always excelled in school. I always was on honor roll. I had good grades growing up.
If I was to ask your parents how your behavior was, would they describe it the same way you just did?
They would. They would say I was a good kid. Yes. Now my brother, on the other hand, we are total opposites. They would say that I was, you know, I listened, I was quiet, I did what I was supposed to do. So they didn't have any complaints out of me.
Got you. So let's bring it to junior high school. And before we bring it to junior high school, tell if you don't mind telling us a little bit more about the dynamics, because I do know you said your father was Jamaican, your mom was American, right? What was the dynamics between the two? Like, do you know the story of how they met?
Yeah, they met on a blind date. One of their friends hooked them up. And yeah, that's how they met. I think I probably get my traits from my father. My father's a little bit more quiet, but he turns up when it's time to turn up. And my mother's just, she's a Virgo, so she's very outspoken. So I'm not like her.
Got you. And what's your sign?
I'm Pisces.
Pisces. Okay. Would you describe yourself to be more observant, like in situations like when you go out and stuff like that? Are you like observant and okay?
That's
All
why
right, just
sometimes
get a
I
little
tell people, like,
idea of
if
who
I
you
go on
are.
live, right, y'all are gonna see a different personality. You can be like, that's Sunfire. She's very quiet. I'm very observant. Like, I like to scope the scenery out. Like Miko say, I don't know if y'all know Miko. I like to scope the scenery before I just hop in there and meet new people. But I'm very friendly. I'm very approachable. But I'm just, I'm very. I keep my head in the swivel. Like, I like to see what's going on first.
Got you. So let's turn it up a notch. Okay.
Okay.
When you started getting into boys, okay, as a kid, right?
Right.
Do you remember your first boy crush or girl crush? I don't know. What's the status?
Oh yeah, boy.
Okay.
Oh boy. Let me see. Yeah, I remember. It was in Brooklyn. We were in kindergarten. He was so cute. We thought we was gonna get married. But yeah, I remember my first boy crush. I was very shy, but I wasn't shy when it came to expressing how cute I thought he was. But
So
that shy went out the
so
window.
what happened? What exactly happened? So when you seen him, your first time seeing him, what went through your mind? We want to know the story.
I don't know the specifics, but I just know we used to ride the bus together. I'm taking it way back.
Yeah.
I just remember we used to ride the bus together, and he used to sit next to me on the bus, and I don't know, we just talked about silly school stuff, puppy love.
So you said it was like puppy love. So you said, but you said we thought we was gonna get married. There had to be a little bit more than
I
puppy
know.
love.
We was kids. We was in elementary school. We don't know nothing about the real marriage material. You know what it really takes to be married. We just like fantasizing because we just think each other's cute.
Got you. But did you enjoy a first kiss with him?
Nah, not
I
really.
never got that far.
Nah.
So why did y'all stop talking or dating? I should say.
I think I went to another school, so I just lost contact with him. Oh no, we wasn't. I wasn't in the dating phase, not at that young. I didn't start dating till like the end of high school, like after high school. I was not. I don't know. I just felt like I was so scared. I was like, I don't want to get pregnant. I don't want. I just felt like pressure. I just felt a lot of pressure. I didn't want to be like the other girls in high school. That's how I was like in the beginning.
And that's dope though. That's
I was like,
commendable.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be one of those girls. So that's why I didn't really take dating too seriously. I just didn't want to be pressured by the boys, even though I thought a lot of boys.
Did you have opportunities though?
Yeah, I did.
Like did
But
you get a
I
lot
got
of
so scared when it came to like I don't
Would
know
you
how
say
to
you got a lot of attention from a lot of the boys in the school?
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. They would tell me I was attractive or whatever, but I just was, I don't know, so scared. Like they would pressure me into doing something. I didn't really give a lot of boys too much attention. I was just focused on my studies.
Got you. So let me ask you this: what was your biggest struggle growing up?
I would say when my parents separated when I was in high school, uh, it was very hard because sorry, my alarm's going off. It was very hard because my my dad just up and left when I was in high school. So we had to like figure out where we were gonna live. We got separated as a family. So that was the hardest part for me. Like everything just changed. You know, so I'm getting emotional. But that was the hard part.
Okay. How did you deal with that? How was you able to cope with that?
Whew. I just had to suck it up and be strong. Basically, I didn't have any choice but to like go with other family friends, and I didn't have any choice. I couldn't cry about it. Yeah, I just had to adapt. Basically, yes, thank you. I just had to adapt and hold it in. I couldn't show nobody that it upset me.
What about your brother?
Oh, my brother.
How was he affected?
You know what? By that time, my brother was used to a lot of moving around, so I don't think he was kind of younger than me, so I don't think it really affected him as much as it affected me.
Gotcha. Do you have a great relationship with your brother?
I do. We're really close. Even though well, I live in a different region now, but we're really close now.
Okay. What was the reason of the separation?
I never knew the reason. I think it was just differences between the two. I never knew the exact reason what the actual tipping point was for the both of them. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I can't even tell you.
Did you during those moments, right, when things was happening really fast, were you able to express to either your mom or dad like how you felt?
Um, I did. I did express it. And my dad, he's not really a talker, so he just like tries to comfort me when I talk about stuff like that. And my mother's just like a tell it like it is person, like, oh well, your dad left, so I had to do what I had to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah,
What was your dad's sign?
Gemini.
Ooh, a Virgo and a Gemini. Okay. So now let's get back into you, right? Junior high school. How would you describe your junior high school years?
Junior high school, I loved it. It was lit to me. I feel like I came out of my shell a little bit more. I was doing dancing, double dutch, step class. What else did I do? Like I was in the choir. I was dancing in church, so I was a little bit more. I was able to express myself more, and I was very outspoken during that time. Yeah.
What got you out of your shell? What do you think? What was the pivotal moment that made you say, you know what, I'm just gonna get a little bit more active?
I don't know what happened. I think it's because maybe more people knew who I was, and I was more comfortable with the people that I kind of grew up with. Um, I don't know. Maybe that summer I just went to that summer. I don't know. Something just clicked, and it was just like I'm just gonna be free and try different things. But I'm not sure what made it. What clicked.
How would you describe your confidence?
I feel like I'm very at this big age. I'm more confident. I'm confident now.
You said more confident.
Yeah, I'm more confident than I was back then. But even though I'm reserved, I'm still more confident than I was back then. I'm proud of myself.
Got you. Were you the type, if you seen someone you like, were you the type to approach?
No.
So what would you
I give
typically
I
do?
give the look. Like I wait till they come over. I give them that look. But
And in
I
junior
don't
high
know.
school, did you occur a moment where someone did approach you, wanting to holler?
Oh yeah, they did actually.
So tell us what
That's
happened.
cold. I thought he was cute, but the only problem for me, he dated my cousin before. Because me and my cousin went to the same school. And I'm like, I'm not no sloppy seconds. So sorry, baby. No. You should have came to me first. If you had interest in me, I'm always the first connection. Y'all remember that, ladies?
Period. So, but what happened? What? All right. So he was clearly he was dating your cousin first, right?
Yeah.
Why did they break up?
I don't know the reason. I never asked her, but she was the type that she wasn't shy like me. I'm gonna just put it like that. So she had her fair share of the guys at that school, but
she was popping that thing.
Yeah. She was popping, and I was more quiet. So maybe he felt like he could try to test me, but I don't know. He approached me one time when I was at my locker, and he expressed interest in me, and I'm like, well, I think you are a good-looking young man, but you dated my cousin, so what do you think this is? We're not gonna hop from family member to family member. That's nasty.
Right. Do you feel like he was really interested, or was it the get back? Because sometimes people try to holler at a family member to kind of get back at the person they was dating because maybe they broke up.
I want to say probably like 70% of me feels like he really did genuinely like me, but it probably was a little bit a tad bit. He tried to get back and make her jealous.
Mm-hmm. So let's go into high school because I know a lot changed. What would you say was the difference between you from junior high school to high school?
So junior high school, it was like the kids that I grew up with, and then we moved, of course. So then I had to go to a whole different school. I didn't know anybody, so I went right back to being more reserved and quiet. So it was a big change for me. So I stopped doing as much activities as I was doing in junior high school. So I don't know. It was just a very quiet time. I would just focus on my studies during high school. I didn't do too much activities. All I did was like step class.
You did
Step squad. Yeah.
Did you face any like adversity or?
Oh yeah. Well, that was around the time when my parents separated, so that's when we basically were trying to figure out where we were gonna live and trying to figure out our living situation. That was around that time, around high school time. So it was a lot of moving back and forth, and like instability during that time.
How did that affect you?
It really affected me because it made me stronger, first of all, but it also made me want to work hard so I wouldn't have to be in that position once I became an adult and I was able to work of working age. So it really taught me a lot. I don't take anything for granted that I've been through, even though it was hurtful for me, because it made me the person I am today. You know, it made me work really, really hard. That's why I work so hard now. Because I never want to be in that position ever again.
When you tell a story, I'm not sure if you're just being a little bit reserved with the story. But I get the feeling that there is a lot more that happened in between. Are you not willing to open up and share that?
I'm sharing as much as I can. It was, I mean, we were unstable when I was in high school. It's not really much more details that I could give about that time.
Was there like fighting involved?
No. It was no violence, no fighting.
Okay.
No. It wasn't that bad, thank God.
Gotcha. Did you have to move? Because I know you said a lot of moving around, but what about school wise? Did you have to change schools?
I was supposed to change schools, but I used to catch like the public bus to get to school, to get back and forth to school, so I could stay at my same school. Even though I switched school districts, I just caught the bus back and forth to the school, my original school that I was going to.
So in the beginning, right? So correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you said your mom moved to Maryland. But did she originally move somewhere else in Brooklyn? Was that the thing, or?
No, we moved to Maryland.
You moved. So wait, you.
So my mom and dad moved to Maryland together, and then later on in high school they broke up, and then my dad went back to Brooklyn.
Got you. So did you already graduate before you separated? No, you was still in. So you was going. You was traveling, taking the buses in Maryland.
Yeah, in Maryland. And then when my dad moved to Brooklyn, he tried to convince me to go to school in Brooklyn, but I didn't want to be back and forth. I didn't want to have to deal with all those credits and stuff, switching from the south to the north, So I just
most definitely, I know.
Yeah.
And while you were in school, what was your dreams?
My dreams, I wanted to be a doctor, a neonatal doctor. But then I realized how long they got to go to school. I was like, no, I don't think I want to do that. So then,
for the people that don't know, what kind of doctor is that?
Oh, like a baby doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I realized how much schooling I was like, I don't think that's for me. So, but I always knew I was like compassionate about helping people. So I knew I wanted to be in healthcare. I just didn't know which profession I wanted to do at that time. But I knew that, that was a deep desire of mine to be in healthcare.
Got you. So now let's move a little forward, okay? Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I do. I have one.
How old were you when you had your first one child, right? How old were you when you had your child?
I 32. I was old. I was up there. I was grown.
Okay. How old is your a boy or girl?
It's a little boy. He's about to be 6.
He's about to be 6. So how did
Yeah,
that
that's my
happen?
age.
How did that happen?
Um, I thought I was in love, fell in love, and
Was that
we planned.
was
We planned him.
go back to the app? Go back to the app. You ain't slick. Don't do that real quick, DJ.
Oh Lord have mercy. No, I found somebody who I thought that was a good match. We talked for a little while and dated for a little while, probably like uh
DJ Sunfire, I'm gonna have to cut you off. I want you to understand that this is an autobiography of your life.
Okay.
You can't skim us on this one. Okay, I'll let you skim through the whole thing.
Oh
Not
Lord,
this one.
mercy. Okay.
So there was clearly a moment in your life where you downloaded this app, right? Because I know you said you met your baby daddy on this app. So I want you to go from that moment to where your headspace was at when you decided, when you first found this app. What was your headspace?
So like I said, like during that time I was working a lot still. I don't really go out, I don't go to clubs, I don't really do that type of thing. So I downloaded the app to try to meet new people because like I said, I'm not really a social butterfly. I don't really go out like that. That's not me.
Right.
So it was a couple dudes I would talk to on there, the talking phase, and I felt like it's not really clicking.
Right.
So this particular guy, I felt like we clicked. We talked for a little while, talked on the phone, and then we met up, and we just clicked from there. You know, we both have a Caribbean background, so I feel like we could relate to each other a lot in that aspect.
What was it though?
Yeah,
Like I know y'all said you clicked, but what was the clicking for you? What was the thing that was like, you know what? All right, let's go.
like just our Caribbean background, like we could relate to our families. Our families were similar, like both Jamaican. The culture, the food, like we just like random stuff, like music. We like movies, like the same movies. We just liked a lot of the same stuff.
So, but you met messaging, right? You guys were messaging at first, right? And then what made you say, you know, I'm gonna give him my number? You gotta really relive the moment for this.
Yeah, no, it was a while ago. I don't want to go. I don't want to go back.
You sound like my wife. She forgets everything about the past. She's like,
yeah, I forget.
Once I'm done, the whole storyline is gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
What happened back in the days? It was in a fire.
I heard it. For real.
Right, Jessica. Right. She burned that whole memory down, y'all.
For real. So I think that's what most people do when you have an experience with a bad experience or like a toxic experience. You just try to not remember it. But you have to remember that type of stuff. You know, you have to remember any toxic situations that you go through because
that's what shapes you and made who you are now, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's why we want to know. That's exactly why we want
to know what attracted me to him. I felt like at the time, like he was a kind spirit. Like he put on the front for me. But I felt like he was a kind person. We had a lot in common, music. I felt like he was a good father. I just felt like I felt comfortable with him.
So there you go. Your first time. Let's talk about first time meeting. Because who set up the meeting? He wanted to meet you, or you desperate to meet him? Was he desperate to meet you?
Oh no,
Was it both? Not desperate. Probably wrong choice.
I wasn't desperate.
But were y'all both excited about meeting each other?
Yeah. We were excited about meeting each other. I think we went to like dinner and a movie. I don't think you should do a first date at the movies for real. Because how much can you get to know about somebody?
Right.
You're not doing too much talking. But yeah, I think we did dinner and a movie that first date, which was dumb. I'll never forget.
But how was it probably dumb there, right? But was it dumb then?
No, I was like, oh, that's cute.
Listen, tell us the story. And I'm just remembering little dumb shit I did. I did that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I don't know nothing about this, bro.
I got to go to the movies on a first date. You can't get to know nobody.
Too much of me, okay?
No. We all been there. We have all been there. But yeah, we enjoyed the movie. It was something we could talk about. Like, oh, did you see that? Do you remember that part? But I don't think that's not a good idea to do the movie.
So in the beginning, it sounds like everything was good. When did how long y'all been together until things started going downhill?
I want to say probably like a year into it. Yeah, when I got pregnant.
That's the time when I started noticing.
When the true colors showed.
How long did it take you to get pregnant?
About a year.
So in that year, you was with him for a year, got pregnant. How did he feel about your pregnancy?
He was excited. He was happy. We had just got a new place.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. So you wasn't living with your parents?
No, I've been gone from my parents during that time.
So you were?
I was grown, because I was in my 30s. Yeah.
Got you. So boom, there you go. You was living by yourself. Did he move in with you? Did you wind up moving in with him?
Oh no. We both got a place together. Really, to give y'all the real tea, since y'all want to be y'all want to get into the nitty gritty.
There we go.
I was the main person because I had my credit was better than his. So I was the main person, and he was like the co-signer on the place. And everything was good. I still have my old place though. I still have my old apartment, so because my lease wasn't up yet, so I was like transferring stuff over. And in the process of me transferring stuff over, I don't know. Things just changed once we moved in with each other. Like I felt like he was a different person. He was more volatile, like toxic, like talking down to me. I was like, I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant. You feel like you could mistreat me. But so one occasion, I was moving my stuff. Me pregnant, I'm moving my stuff from my old place because he was at work to the new place, transferring it over. So he's like yelling at me, like, just move this, put everything in the trash bag, and I'll get it later. I was like, wait, who are you talking to? Because this is new for me. Like, why you think you can talk to me like this all of a sudden? So anyway, I go to the ATM to get something, and he calls me trying to argue with me, and I'm like, not trying to hear it. So then when I come in the house, I try to be a red flag for real. This is my breaking point with him. When I tried to come into the house, he's standing at the door, like blocking the door. He won't even let me inside the house. So I just think
you're pregnant.
Yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm not like far along. I think I'm probably like a couple months.
Right.
But that doesn't matter. I'm still pregnant. Yeah. So anyway, I'm bringing in my little fishbowl. I had one of the little fighter fish.
Beta? Like a beta fish?
Yeah, I just remember having a little beta fish in my hand. He won't let me in the house. My beta fish and some other stuff, some bags. He knocked my beta fish out my hand. The fish died. The fish was wiggling on the floor. I was like, what you doing?
Now he let the fish on the ground.
Yes, the fish all wiggling, trying to disappear.
Did you try to sneak it?
No, because he like getting my face at this point. I ain't worried about that fish. That fish stopped RIP to the fish. But
You wasn't even completely moved in yet.
no, I'm trying to move my stuff, trying to move my bags and everything in, and he just like he's so upset because I said, "Who are you talking to?" He's upset at me because I said, "Who are you talking to on the phone?" He didn't like that. He felt like I was, I guess, threatening his manhood in a way by saying, "Who are you talking to like that?" He didn't like that. So that was it. That was it for me. I called my job like, how many weeks do I gotta give y'all to move? Luckily, I had an aunt that lived like an hour and a half away, so I just stayed with my aunt. And
So you never continued moving
back
in
to
the
work.
You never continued to move.
I moved in. I was there. Like my bed, my furniture was there. I was just like bringing small stuff, little by little, because my lease was still. I still had my lease at my
other place.
So I was just like bringing the last minute stuff in.
Was it too late for you to back out of the new lease that you just got with him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was too late. So since he was aggressive with me, I had to end up getting like a temporary restraining order. So that's how I was able to get out of it.
So did you wind up kind of like still staying there some nights though? Like giving them a chance to
No.
So how
I
long
stayed at the old place. I didn't have no bed at the old place. I stayed at the old place on the floor for a couple nights. And like I said, I had an aunt that lived in the same state. Even though she was far, she lived like an hour and a half away from my job. And I didn't want to lose my benefits at my job. So I just commuted back and forth an hour and a half one way just to get to work so I didn't lose my benefits. So I stayed there for whatever the time frame, 3-4 weeks. And then I just moved to I moved across the country to a whole different state.
Wow.
So thank you.
You left them. You completely left them after that.
That's another thing. I left them in 8, 9 months. No, 7. I would say I was probably 6 months. He contacted me. No, I contacted him. I don't remember how it went. But I was I was probably like 6 months pregnant. And he moved to the state where I moved to. We got back in contact with each other, yes.
6 months later. So you gave up on
it? Yeah. I'm big belly. Months later.
So he was still, even though your name was on it and he was co, right? He was still
living in the place. He's still living in the place. My furniture's still there. And I'm commuting back and forth. So the day before that I moved, I drove across country, moved to a different state. Like I said, I'm in the medical field. I had like a CPR class or something like that to do, which was like an all-day thing, like an 8-hour thing. So once I get out of class, I get all these messages from my brother, my cousins in New York. They calling me, and I'm like, "What's going on?" They like, "You should have picked up your phone. You need me to come up there." I'm like, "Well, what's going on?" So my baby daddy had called my brother, my cousins, and said he was going to hurt me. Like he was going to do something to me because I came in the house to get some glasses and stuff because I still had a key, mind you. I still had a key.
Oh, you went in there while he was gone.
I took the cable box. I took all the important stuff. I'm like, you're not going to be watching all this stuff because I paid for the cable at that time. I took anything that I could carry.
Did you take the cable box because you didn't want to get charged that cable box fee?
Exactly. The only thing I left there, I had like a little couch that was in like a little spare room. I left that. But anything that I could grab, like that was small, I grabbed it. And he didn't like that I came in the house while he wasn't there. So that was another issue. So he called my family in New York and caused a big ruckus. Ooh, we almost had an hour, y'all. It's almost
It ain't over yet.
Yeah, but it's just been a lot of ups and downs. Like, ladies, I just gotta say, when you know somebody's treating you wrong, just don't even try to deal with it. Don't try to come back. Don't try.
Let me ask you this, because it sounds like before the baby was gone, you got out of there like immediately. When you so you're like a zero tolerance type of person. Wait a minute, that's a sign. I'm out. Would you describe yourself as that? Would you say that's a fair assessment? Okay. So let me ask you this: How is he
Mm-hmm.
in his child's life? Does he have any parts of his child?
He's just like an in and out whenever he feel like it type of parent.
Got you. Child
He's
support.
not really a parent to me. That's another thing. He threatened me if I put him on child support, he wasn't going to be in his child's life.
But is he in his child's life?
No, he just like will call whenever he wants. Like, not really.
Got you. So did you not put him? Did you listen to that crap and not put
I
him on?
tried. I attempted, and every time I would look on the website, they would say we can't find them, or they would say they can't find them. So I was like,
do you know where he's at and where he works?
No, I know what state he's in. I don't know where he works.
Okay. How does your son feel?
He feels. I mean, he's a boy. He feels sad. You know,
Yeah.
that he doesn't. That he's not really a part of his life.
Got you. What does your support system look like now?
I have a strong support system. Like I said, I'm close with my brother. My brother acts like a father figure for him. My mother, my aunts. Yeah, so that's basically it. Like my family, my cousin, which is a guy. So, but it's not the same like having a father. But blood doesn't always make you a father. You know, it doesn't make you a dad.
That's right. Let me ask you this: through everything, how did you stay so strong?
A lot of prayer. Just a lot of prayer. A lot of praying. I just ask God for strength, for discernment, and I feel like I have no choice. I can't cry about it. Because I can't force somebody to want to be a father. You know.
What is your core beliefs on life?
My core beliefs: treat people the way you want to be treated. On life, I would say, don't ever give up on your dreams. Anything that you don't ever be feel fearful to do anything, because, like I said, at my big age, all this time I wanted to DJ, and I just never did it out of fear. But don't let fear stop you, because look where I am now. I'm on the role model show.
Period. Period, girl.
I made it. Mama made it.
So let me ask you this, right? What is your goal for the future? On this app first. What is your goal?
My goal.
You could come in tomorrow. It could be next 6 months. You know, like one day is like 1 month on this app. It's 1 week on this app. It feels like, you know. So what's your goals?
My goal. I love y'all. I would love to be a royal badge, because I just want to be a role model for people. No pun intended. I want to be a role model for people that are scared to follow their dreams. Like, don't ever be scared to do anything, because it's never too late. Sorry. God always gives you resources to do what you want to do. You know? Tomorrow's not promised, so follow your dreams today. And I just want to be the vibe that I want to create for other people. I love making people happy. I'm passionate. I'm compassionate towards people. And that's it. I don't want to.
Girl, you better not. Man up. I have another question, though. Out of all the fields, you could have not chose. Why that field?
Why DJ or medical?
Medical.
Okay, so I grew up with asthma, like really bad asthma. I'm sorry. And I was always in the hospital. That's another thing. I was always in the hospital for my asthma or pneumonia. And the nurses.
Give a moment. I have them, y'all.
I know. I'm not yelling. Someone told me to take a puff. Someone told me to take a couple puffs before you start. Oh Lord, you got me on
I'm
ice.
trying to get you like I know you was a little emotional. I had to make you smile.
Yeah. So yeah, I was in the hospital often. Like it seemed like every winter I was in the hospital. And some days I had to be in there by myself. Like my mom and dad would be at work. So I just felt like the healthcare providers, they were very compassionate towards me growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
Come here, girl. Just come here. A virtual hug. There we go.
And I don't know. I just feel like the compassion towards people that were in the same situation as me growing up. In the healthcare, you sometimes you see people who are just there for a paycheck. That's not who I am. I'm very passionate about people.
And you about to make me cry, girl. I don't even got a napkin over here. I use it all.
So that's it.
And because of that, you was like, you know what? I want to go into the medical field. How was it a struggle while you were in school?
It was very hard. Very, very hard. Like I had to basically almost quit work because going to school full time is very hard. Like you have to do school, you have to do clinicals. It was a struggle, but I made it through. Thank God I had a good support system in school while I was in school, like a study group. We really helped each other make it through school. Thank God for them.
When you're
Thank God for
down,
my mom.
when you're down, right? And I know you live by yourself for the majority and stuff like that. Like in between, before meeting the baby father, or probably even after. Like when you're down and when you're going through things, like what are your coping mechanisms?
When I'm down, of course, music. I listen to a lot of music that helps me cope with a lot of things, like gospel, maybe R&B. But when I want to turn up, I turn up to some yeah. I listen to music like that. um, yeah, music. I pray a lot. I do my devotionals in the morning, sometimes at night. Um, so yeah,
Are you big
they
into
do a
church?
lot of prayer. Not, I wouldn't say church per se. Like I'm not really. I'm a member of a church, but it's not like I go every Sunday. I can't really go every Sunday because of my job, because I don't have a set schedule. Like I have to work some Sundays. I work in a hospital, so. But yeah, I feel like God is really on my side. So
and
he hears all my prayers.
It is. He's definitely on your side. We're almost done. If there was somebody who wanted to get into the same field, right? What would you say to them right now?
I would say, don't ever give up. There's there's light at the end of the tunnel. Even though being in the medical field is very hard, it's very rewarding in the end. So just keep pushing through. Try to find support groups, try to find study groups, do whatever you can to make it through school. But don't ever give up on your dreams. Don't ever give up on school if that's what you want to do. Some medical professions you have to go to school. So maybe go to another school. If you have an issue, go to another school, but don't ever give up. Because some people have been in school for 6 years, 7 years, and they're still trying to find their way. But like I said, don't ever give up on your dreams.
What would DJ Sunfiyah say to the junior high school, elementary, and high school Sunfiyah?
I would say you did a good job. We made it. You following your dreams. You're not letting nobody hold you back. And I would say I'm proud of myself.
Period.
For pushing myself because I came out of my bubble by even DJing. You know, I never thought I would be here.
I was just about to get into that. Out of everything else, right? So you're in the medical field. When did you pick up your passion for music and or DJing, should I say, and why? When and why?
I picked up my passion for DJing. It was like a year and a half ago. I started DJing. When and why? I just, like I said, I was like, well, the time is now. It doesn't make any sense for me to keep holding myself back because tomorrow's not promised. So follow your dreams now. Um, like I said, I was in DJ Crack's show, and he was like, "We're looking for new DJs." So that's what I taught myself. I downloaded a little app on my iPad, and I taught myself like how to mix music. And when I came on his show, people would be in the comments like, "Oh, can I book you?" I'm like, "You want to book me? Like, really?" And I thought they were just joking, but they like DM. People started DMing me, and so once I did the first show, it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. You know, I just kept doing more and more shows, and people just kept noticing who I was, and they liked what I did. They liked the type of vibe I provided. So,
How would you rate your skills on a scale of 1 to 10?
my DJ skills I would say maybe an 8, maybe a 7.
I need a favor from you.
Oh, you playing a 10? Okay.
Can you teach me? I brought this and never used it.
I got you. I got you. Yes.
I really brought it and like I probably connected it one time. I downloaded it on my computer. It just sits there now. It's just cute to have, I guess.
Man. Dang.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time for you. If you have any questions for DJ Sunfiyah, you may take the box and ask those questions now. So hit the plus sign and come in as a guest, or you can type your questions for DJ Sunfiyah in the comments. Okay, and that's on both sides, guys. So if you guys got a question for DJ Sunfiyah, go ahead and put it in the
Y'all can
comments.
edit the ugly cry out. Y'all can edit the
No, that's the beautiful part. That was the hard talking. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim.
Come on, y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Don't be scared now. Where you at? What's the question?
Man, I see somebody in the box. Let's get them in. What's up, Dan? Thank you. All right. The first question comes from Jessica.
Y'all, I probably look like we didn't watch because I was crying. I wouldn't say a question, but I am going to give you a compliment really quick. First and foremost, don't ever say that you are a 7 because I'm
She said an 8. She said an 8.
No, she said an 8 and then went down to a 7.
Oh, shoot, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, she went down to an 8 then say a 7. First and foremost, I think any woman that can go hang out with the big boys, such as DJ Crack, my brother, is a force to be reckoned with. I'm gonna try to say this without crying, because y'all, DJ Sunfiyah. First and foremost, I can't even believe that you're shy. That caught me off guard. You shy? You make every DJ, the men out here, turn up. I heard the guys say that they hurt their back. You make the guys turn up and start twerking. That's crazy to me.
I gotta see your work, G. First of all, I saved you. In the middle of me talking, I saved you. I gotta check this girl out, man.
You don't understand. She makes the guys start dancing and twerking. Like, she's a force to be reckoned with. And this was amazing to see this side of her. Like, I was shocked. You are something else. I think for you to go out and save people on an everyday basis, then be on this platform and still show up for people. I think that is what this live community is about. Then come up here and be honestly like vulnerable. In the beginning, I was like, why is she not letting us in? Like, why? And then honestly, then to let us in, you were like, you know what? You want us to be truthful? I'm gonna be truthful. This is what happened. So all I'm gonna say is you're a force to be reckoned with. Don't ever say 8, then go back and say a 7. If you read the comments, you're gonna see people say, no, you're a 10. You're a 10. You're a 10. Just like Rosa, I'm role model fresh. You're DJ Sunfire.
Fire.
You
Amen.
are one. You are one in a million. I'm a step for you anytime, any place, anywhere. You are one of a kind. And that's all I'm going to say. You are a force to be reckoned with, and I cannot wait until you get that badge. That's all I'm going to say is like, don't ever. Your personality is everything. I just can't wait until you see that. Like, wait until you look in that mirror and notice that you brighten up a room. So this little shyness, because I'm a Pisces too, I need you to be the opposite fish, okay? Like, I don't know what you got to be. Look at roll. I don't know what it is. That's all I'm going to say is you're everything, okay? So that 7, turn it around, times it by 2.
Just a little.
Yes. That's all I'm going to say. So
I'm gonna be
I have a
honest with you.
question.
Times it by 2, it's only 14.
Whatever.
It's better than 10. It's better than 10.
You got me here looking crazy with no makeup on. But I just need you to know that you are amazing.
Thank you, Jess. We don't got much time, Jess. I gotta take the next question.
So
Yeah,
Lord,
Lord,
it's hard following behind. Just DJ Sunfire, you already know what the business is. I love you to death. I think you're the best DJ on all platforms, not just this one. So, but my question to you is, what out of all the events, the shows, the moments that you had on here, what is your most memorable moment that you've had on the platform so far?
let me see. I want to say it's Crack Max party when I played "Oh Girl, Raise Up." He had a shirt. I was like, the live ended. He took that shirt around, knocked the phone off. How'd you done? That was a memorable moment for me. I was like, I'm sitting here giggling. I didn't even realize the live ended. That was a good moment right there.
So with that, so I'm not gonna hold us like Jess did. Shout out to Jess. You are absolutely amazing. More than deserving.
Thank you.
From the beginning to where you are now, the growth, the consistency, the impact that you have on people, the fact that you're doing your thing. And you got so many people behind you that want to see you elevate and just and shoot for the damn stars. So DJ Sunfire in the motherfucking building. I can't wait because this badge is coming. It is loaded. It is loaded.
Listen, thank you, Craft Mass. Is there any questions from the comments? I didn't get the opportunity to read them if they were, or you can hit the plus sign, or I'm gonna let her go. We got about 1 minute to let her go. So please, if you have a question for our future royal badge, DJ Sunfire, put it in the comments right now, y'all. It looks like we have no more questions. My last question to you.
Thank you so much.
Make sure my wife don't have a question. Babe, you have a question or? Okay. So she said, what did opening up to me feel like? How did it make you feel opening up about your life on the show?
It felt good because I needed to be vulnerable with the people who support me. I feel like they saw another side of me, and they probably didn't even know that I was shy. They probably wouldn't have realized until they met me in real life. So
Beautiful.
I feel like it was a good experience. I appreciate you for having me.
Definitely. I'll let you in on a little secret. To be quite honest with you, although like I know a lot of people, I was also shy before actually streaming. Like I spent like the first 2.5 weeks just watching streams and like kind of teaching myself in a sense. I like, dang, I wish I had the courage to just come on here and just like, you know what I'm saying? But the difference is like once I get to know people, I open up. I become an extrovert. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like really an introvert. But this app opened me up. Like when I started streaming, that's when I started like I didn't know like you know what I'm saying I was gonna have this effect on people. Like I know I had that effect on in like real life in person with my friends and stuff like that. But I had no idea it was gonna be to where it's at right now. So you never know. And congratulations on all of your milestones and everything. And I can't wait to come check you out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, please hit DJ Sunfiyah with the ultimate fade. Do you have anything you want to promote?
Yes, I do. So I'm having a printing badge fade party on Friday at 10 p.m. Also, we having a printing badge, just everything. J-Base Gaming at 9 p.m. on Friday. We're having a I have an auction on the 26th at 11 p.m. Poly Pole printing badge auction. Woo! Can y'all check my IG for for the other events? I do have a couple other I
For
have
the
a
rest
couple
of the
other
event?
things going on too. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
But
make
yeah,
sure
I
y'all
will
go
check
to
my
Instagram.
IG.
I'm not sure if it's linked. But if it's linked, click on the Instagram. Follow, hit that link, okay, and follow all of her
Also, Jess
links,
has a
y'all.
DJ event I'm going to be a part of. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Hey,
Real Bad Jess has a DJ event I'm going to be a part of too. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all.
thank
Thank you,
you.
y'all. I appreciate you. Oh, I thought there was a bullet. Okay, my bad.
See you later,
Later,
DJ
y'all.
Sunfiyah. Let's go, y'all. All right, y'all ready for our next guest?